all do you know, Horatio?
I can't tell you much.
Look, kid, it's not that difficult. You tell us what you know, and we won't go out and threaten your family. We got a real situation here. Don't have time for funny business.
Just a normal night. Nothing out of the ordinary. I remember my men, Marcellus and Bernardo, kept going on about this figure they'd keep seeing at night. They wanted me to stay and witness it myself. But to make a long story short, I witnessed it all right. Even tried to converse with whoever it was, but I didn't get a response. Next day, the king makes an announcement concerning his engagement to Hamlet's Ma. Then he wants to have the nerve to go up to Hamlet and ask him why he's so down. The king was so insensitive to Hamlet, telling him it's unmanly for him to mourn over his father's death. And let me tell you, Hamlet seemed extremely upset and uneasy. After seeing my partner down like that, I had to let him know the figure I encountered. The next night we stayed up. Marcellus, Hamlet, and myself waited for the figure to hopefully appear. The figure showed up right at midnight. It called out to Hamlet to follow it, which he did. And at that point, Marcellus and myself figured we'd follow behind. But by the time we got there, the figure had gone and Hamlet was bothered by something. And that's all I gotta say.
When did you first notice Hamlet's erratic behavior?
Well, one day, I was sewing in my room.
And he barged in. He was drunk and his clothes were muddy. His clothes also smelled like hard liquor. He grabbed me and held me for a minute, then let me go and stumbled out.
So Claudius, why were Rosencrantz and Guildenstern asked to come into the house?
Well, after Polonius told me about what Hamlet did to Ophelia, I started to worry if he was just becoming a lovesick alcoholic, or if he had something else going on.
So Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, what did Hamlet tell y'all whenever y'all went to see him?
He didn't tell us anything, actually. All he did was drink and go on some rant about some old Italian story.
Yeah, Ramus and Remus. But things got pretty heated, though, because he caught word that we were doing it for the boss.
So Claudius, what can you tell me about Rosencrantz and Guildenstern?
Look, I'm gonna break it to you cold, alright? I thought they were hiding something from me. I told Rosie and Guildenstern to get the scoop on Hamlet, and they couldn't even rat. I mean, I'm the Claude. To be honest, I'm about to get those fools out of misery. So what can you tell me that day with Ophelia?
Well, see, life's been pretty tough. You know, I lost my pops, and it's been hitting me pretty hard. And I've been going to the booze, and you see, Ophelia's.
Whoa, son, nobody's got to die.
Okay. See, Ophelia, she's been one of the main reasons I'm still living, and I guess I found out that she didn't care, and I said some things that I probably shouldn't have. You know, I was having a bad day, and you know what they say, misery loves company. So after that confrontation with Hamlet, you must have been pretty shaken up.
Of course, I was appalled.
Tell me what happened next.
I ran to tell Claudius what happened. I told him about Polonius' death and how crazy Hamlet had become. Claudius came up with the best way to dispose of young Hamlet. We'd send him on a drug run, a simple little trade-off. But inside the case, there would be instructions to kill Hamlet on the spot. We'd send out best guys to accompany him and make sure everything went smoothly. We called them in and told them to go find Hamlet.
So you found Hamlet and presented him with his little job. How did he react?
He wanted to go. He seemed almost enthusiastic about it.
I see. I believe Ophelia came to visit you a short time after that?
I didn't want to go see her, but Horatio convinced me otherwise. She was probably just distraught over her father's death.
Did anything of interest happen after that?
That's really all that happened that day. Now, if you excuse me, I have some family matters I need to attend to.
Yes, I understand. Thank you for your time. I'll be sure you receive constant updates about this investigation. So, Claudius, how do you plan to end this Hamlet problem?
I got a guy.
You got a guy.
Yeah, a guy. His methods are a little cruel and unusual, but he gets the job done. Look, I sent Hamlet on a little drug run, okay? Cash kill exchange. Nothing too big. So the deal must have gotten sloppy. I lost two of my guys, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. I don't know how Hamlet made it out alive.
Well, the truth is, he did. And all fingers point to you.
We have a saying in Italy. Don't attack the wolf that nudges you.
Oh yes, the story of Romulus and Remus, and the founding of the mighty Roman Empire. A wonderful story. A tale of betrayal and corruption. The two twins, raised by a she-wolf. As the twins grew older, they wanted to be kings, so they decided to build a city on the shores of the Tiber. Both knew there could only be one ruler, so in a fit of rage, Romulus picked up a stone and bashed his brother's head and declared himself emperor, thus creating Rome. A fascinating story. I wonder if there holds any truth to this legend.
What are you trying to say, detective? You got the evidence to prosecute me? What a shame. Until you do, you know where to find me.
Thanks for the tip-off.
He's all yours.
Inside the computer, but this is hardware.
My father has a message for you. Listen. Mousetrap.
Hamlet, no!
Ma, it's done.
Oh, Mom, get out.